Rafinha with the only goal from a set piece in the game against the U.S. on a free kick from just about this same spot. Uruguay has been very good on set pieces. Now Rafinha. After a deflection, it'll set up the first corner kick of the game. Rafinha will do the honors here as well. Curled in and punched away by Sergio Rocher. The 31-year-old who plays at Internacional in Brazil. And De La Cruz whistled for another foul. Araujo. A quarter of an hour gone by. No score in Las Vegas. The winner advances to the semifinal round of the Copa America to face Colombia on Wednesday in Charlotte. If it's Brazil, it'll be a rematch of their most recent game that ended in a one-run draw, the final game of the group stage. Now Brazil on the move. Here's Endrick. With speed, goes down, and the referee says no foul. Felt like he was baiting him into it. So Uruguay in transition, lightning quick. Palistri springs it across and out for a corner. Both tubs trying to play quick on the counter. That was Endrick, actually, who would have committed the foul had one been called. And now Endrick is down. Oh, yeah, Araujo. For what Endrick had done at the other end, gives him a little shove. Rafinha comes in to help out. Dario Herrera certainly has his hands full here tonight with these two teams and some of the bad blood. First corner kick for Uruguay. De La Cruz. Volleyed back in by Ugarte and just deflected wide. Allison was leading the other way. Nunez almost had the opener. Ugarte with the bouncing ball, and it took a deflection off Militao, so it's another corner kick. De La Cruz once more, this time an in-swinger. Good service. Oliveira couldn't get it on frame. Matias Oliveira, who plays at Napoli. He had a goal in the win over the U.S. in the last group game for Uruguay in Kansas City. Just his second ever international goal for his home country. Now Max Araujo. Third corner kick here in the last minute for Uruguay. And the 20th minute of this scoreless first half. Uruguay has been dangerous on set pieces throughout this tournament. Line drive by De La Cruz, headed clear. Brazil has won 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two nations, but Uruguay the most recent. That was in World Cup qualifying last October, 2-0. Marquinhos blasts this one high into the air, out to midfield. And a throw in for Brazil. Marcelo Bielsa has been the head coach of Uruguay for just over a year now. Dorival Jr. just about 6 months for Brazil. Still popular in the sport of international football. At least one thing that the supporters can agree on. Now here's Endrick pushing the ball into space for Brazil. Araujo knocks him down from behind, and that'll be a free kick. Those two tangling here on multiple occasions in this first half. Endrick kind of leaning in once again, drawing the contact, initiating, but Araujo did shove him down. Again, Rafinha and Rodrigo over it for Brazil. Too far out to really go at goal. It's Rafinha, back post. Nandez will blast it away. And then De La Cruz is wiped out, but no foul. It is getting physical here in Las Vegas. Fede Valverde. And that'll be a trip. And Valverde called for the infraction on Joao Gomez. Valverde in his third Copa America with Uruguay. of course, plays at Real Madrid. Has 1 goal in the tournament so far. And De La Cruz just kind of going down, hoping for a call. Actually, minimal contact there as he was racing for it alongside Rafinha. Midway through the opening half here in Las Vegas. No score. Uruguay and Brazil. The winner advancing to the semifinals to face Colombia in Charlotte on Wednesday. Colombia just hammered Panama earlier today in Glendale, Arizona, winning 5-0. Neither Colombia, Uruguay, or Brazil have lost so far here in this event. Uruguay, a perfect 3-0, having won all 3 of their group games. Brazil won 1 and tied 2. Argentina and Canada will be the other semifinal. That's on Tuesday in New Jersey. Canada, the only one of the final 4 teams that has actually lost a game here at the Copa America so far. Free kick for Uruguay. Palistri. And he'll be helped up by Bruno Guimaraes. Palistri, the 22-year-old who had a goal against Bolivia in the group stage, had his first ever international goal for Uruguay earlier this month in a friendly with Mexico that was played in Denver. Now De La Cruz on this set piece. That's a good delivery, back post, and Palistri couldn't get a solid foot on it. There were a few different Uruguay players in the neighborhood. And it was offsides anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Free kick for Uruguay in midfield. De La Cruz has found himself on the deck more than once here. Brazil with 9 Copa America titles, the most recent coming back in 2019. Uruguay has 15. That is tied with Argentina for the most ever. But their most recent was way back in 2011. It has been a long time for Uruguay. But this is one of the best squads they've had since then. And a very legitimate chance to win it for a record 16th time here this year in the U.S. And they could face Argentina in the final that will be played in Miami 1 week from tomorrow night. And if that's the case, one team will come away as the all-time leader in Copa America titles after that match. Brazil has not been spending much time in the final third here. But there's a turnover. Here's Endrick. Drops it for Rafinha. Couldn't get it quite in his path. Endrick might have been better off shooting that one. Kind of played it into space for Rafinha to run onto. First chance, though, of this game outside of a set piece for Brazil. Rodrigo going down much too easily. Nunez turning. Now on the move. Pellistri out wide. Goes around Paquetá. But the cross is errant. Overcooked it. And a goal kick. Here's a look at the play once again, and the misplaced pass. I don't know if Endrick kind of stumbled or what exactly he was trying to do. He could have taken a touch and shot that one. Endrick, the youngest call-up for Brazil since Ronaldo. Set to join Real Madrid in a little over a week after this tournament is over. Got his first ever goal for Brazil in that friendly with Mexico in Denver a few weeks back. Now Nunez holding his ankle and rolling around. He just collides there with Aranya. Not a Brazilian foul. Deep, and still no score from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Brazil in their 39th appearance here in the Copa America. For Uruguay, it's their 47th. Brazil looking for the opportunity here. The cross comes in, but deflected into the arms of Sergio Rocher. And now Ronald Araujo is down. A sequence of players struggling here with the physicality in this first half. Ronald Araujo, the most recent victim, who of course plays at Barcelona. But despite over 20 caps for the Uruguayan national team, he missed both the Copa America in 2021 and the World Cup a year later through injury. So he's missed some big events for Uruguay. Would hate to go out of another here. It would be his third straight. So far, he's played very well at this Copa. Marcelo Bielsa. And Araujo didn't even make contact there. That was some kind of a non-contact injury. And it looks like he can't continue, so they're going to have to make a substitution. And this is huge for Uruguay. He is such a key piece of their back line. And now it looks like he's gone. And suffering from an injury in the third straight big international competition for Uruguay. And it'll be Jose Jimenez who is set to take his place. So the most recent Copa America, the most recent World Cup, and now this Copa America, Ronald Araujo plagued by injuries. Jimenez, the 29-year-old who plays at Atletico Madrid, has almost 90 caps for Uruguay. Played at the World Cup a decade ago in Brazil, his first big international event. And here he is now in 2024 at the Copa America in the U.S. Just how significant is this for Araujo? Should Uruguay advance? He'd be a key piece that they would be missing. Uruguay has made it to the quarterfinal round in 3 of the last 4 editions of the Copa America, but they have lost each time, trying to change their fortunes here this year. Highest scoring team in this tournament. They also defensively have the lowest expected goals against in the event. Everything is going their way. They have all of the right ingredients, a mix of youth and experience, balance and versatility. They can adapt to any situation, like that one right there where Nunez had a free header, and typically he buries those. In between the defenders here. Boy, Nunez. That is low-hanging fruit for a player of his quality. He just missed the header. Flat out didn't execute. And now Brazil with a chance on the other end. The save is made by Rocher. Breaking in all alone that time. Rafinha. So 2 tremendous chances, 1 at each end, but we're still scoreless with 10 minutes left to go in the first half. End-to-end opportunities. Psychological blow as much as the physical one to be taken out here in the first half of such a crucial game. Here's Hendrick, and he's plowed, so it's another free kick for Brazil. They had one from a similar spot earlier. Dangerous opportunity for a set piece here as we get deeper into this first half. Nandez coming from behind. Oliveira was there. He came in late. With the foul against Nandez. Brazil looking to strike first. They have 5 goals in the tournament so far, but 4 of those came in one game against Paraguay. Averaging just 3 shots on goal through 3 games. Below what they are typically used to. So far, Brazil with 1 shot on frame so far in this first half. Rodrigo and Rafinha once again. The options for Brazil. Almost couldn't place it any better for a free kick. And it's Rodrigo into the wall. Way out because Nunez was bolting forward. This is Max Araujo. De La Cruz fouled from behind, and that'll be the first yellow card of the game. Dorival Jr. incensed on the sideline. Bruno Guimaraes going in the book, but clearly that's a foul and a yellow. Clipping him from behind. His appeal, no doubt, is that there have been other fouls committed by Uruguay of the same level of physicality that would also require a card. And check that, it's Luis Paquetá who's in the book here. Goes over to Dorival Jr. and says, let's take it down a level. Lower the temperature here. 40th minute. Uruguay really spread out for this free kick. De La Cruz wastes it. No idea what he was trying to achieve there. This is Rafinha's chance. And the ball kind of bounced up on him, and it looked like he caught it with his shin instead of his shoe. Uruguay breaking out. Ahead to Darwin Nunez, but a little too much juice on it. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining first half. Paquetá goes down. Now Lucas Paquetá, the native of Rio, who plays at West Ham, had one of the Brazilian goals in the victory over Paraguay. A veteran now in his third Copa America. So vital in the midfield area for Brazil. Uruguay out shooting Brazil 4-3, but in terms of shots on goal, Brazil has the only one on frame so far here in the game. Uruguay on the quick counter. Oliveira tried to touch it ahead. Now referee lets him play. Gomez swarmed, gets by Pelistri, and back to Rocher. Physical, fast, dynamic. This first half has had a little bit of everything, except a goal. And we will eventually need one, otherwise it goes straight to penalty kicks. No extra time. After regulation, if it's tied here in the quarterfinal round of the Copa America, it's straight to PKs. Ugarte for De La Cruz. Serves it in on the ground. Comes right back to him. De La Cruz and Ugarte again. Pitch and catch, back and forth. And the free kick for Brazil as Guimaraes is taken down in the end. Quick restart. Bad pass by Rafinha. Fede Valverde with some daylight. And a whistle. And that's going to go against De La Cruz of Uruguay. Trying to manipulate the situation here. The ball caught underneath him, kind of leaning into Gomez here. And it's the gamesmanship is what he's called for. That's going to be offsides against Uruguay. That was the hit on Paquetá. Dorival Jr. says, hey, we just got a yellow. How about one on them? While Brazil has averaged just 3 shots on goal through their first 3 games, Uruguay has been a machine offensively. They had 50 shots altogether in their first 3 group games, scoring 9 goals. They've certainly generated the shots and the chances here in this first half, but officially just have 1 on target to this point. 45th minute. And the foul is on Ugarte. Trying to hold it up. He dives into Oliveira. Now Palistri for De La Cruz. Trying to ignite the counterattack. Matias Vinha. And now Max Araujo. Just 2 minutes of stoppage time to be played here at the end of this first half. Valverde between the lines. Trying to find Rodrigo up the sideline. Well, a pretty even first half for the most part in terms of possession, shots, the physical nature, the back and forth. No one team distinguishing themselves above the other right now. Here's Palistri. 3 defenders around him, and then he's called for taking down Gomez. Inside of the final minute of stoppage time here in this first half. Here's Rafinha against Rocher, who makes the stop. Endrick coming in, overran it. Valverde sizing up his options at midfield. Into space for Vinha. Darwin Nunez didn't read the pass. Militao cornered and wins a throw. Final seconds of the opening frame. Almost turned into a dangerous situation with Rocher coming out like that. And we have reached halftime in Las Vegas. Brazil and Uruguay.
For higher ground, can't see in front of me. My enemies have tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you want. you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Artificial love. Artificial love. We just make it up, cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up, cause we already lost. Addicted to the rush, another month to fall. All I wanted was a touch, cause we already lost. Addicted to the rush, I'm never meant to fall. All I wanted was it's so strong enough. crashing out, yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. Creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows, I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering my name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
Neither team has trailed in the Copa America. Guimaraes ahead for Rafinha. Oliveira muscles him out of the way. That's a good ball through the channel for De La Cruz, but Militao gets there first for Brazil. And a foul called against Uruguay. Militao still down on the sideline. Max Araujo got him in the face. Boy, Militao did a good job defensively, and then just to keep that in. And Militao playing that up a little more than was actually called for. But he does get the infraction. So job done. Militao playing at Real Madrid and also in his third Copa America for Brazil, coming from Sao Paulo, where he grew up. Good turn by Rodrigo. Gomez has it taken away by Valverde. Showing poise on the ball. Uruguay working out of trouble. Valverde again. These teams have played some memorable matches over the years. Their histories are intertwined in so many interesting and impactful ways. Brazil's largest ever defeat came at the hands of Uruguay. Way back in 1920, they were beaten 6-0, which is a margin that was eventually matched by Germany in that memorable 7-1 win for the Germans in the World Cup in 2014 in Brazil. And, of course, there was what is known as the Maracanazo when Uruguay beat Brazil in the World Cup final in 1950 in Rio. Just two of many well-known matches over the years between these two prolific soccer nations. Here's De La Cruz chipping it for Nunez. He's got two defenders on him. And it will be a corner, our first of the second half. Uruguay has won 4 in a row, unbeaten in 5 straight, just 1 loss in their last 11 in all competitions. Looking for the first goal of the game here. That'll be a handball and a free kick for Brazil instead. They are the top goal-scoring team in South America right now, as Ugarte gets the yellow for the handball here, and an intentional one because he was stopping Endrick on the break. Uruguay in the macro with just 1 loss in their last 11 in all competitions. They've recorded 7 shutouts in that span. They've only been shut out once. That was a 0-0 friendly draw with Costa Rica, but they've scored 28 goals during that series of games. Almost 3 goals per contest, but still looking for their first here tonight in the quarterfinals of the Copa. Nandez earning a goal kick. Dorival Jr. wants a free kick, but our referee, Dario Herrera, was right there and said it was all histrionics on the part of Brazil. Rodrigo just trying to sell the foul. He did clip him. You can make a case for a foul there. Valverde staring down his options. De La Cruz into the channel for Nunez. Turns it back. Looking for options. Darwin Nunez headed out by Marquinhos for a corner. Brazil doing a good job to get back to defend. Now for a moment he had Oliveira right at the penalty spot but couldn't find him. Now Valverde over to take the corner. Looks like VAR may be checking something here. Seems like we're good to go. Valverde headed through, and then the volley well out of play. It was a handball that VAR was looking to review there, but clearly that was not one. Oh, Allison, poor clearance. Got his foot caught in the turf. De La Cruz, though, sandwiched between 2 Brazilian players, and he's the one who's going to be called for the foul. It's a free kick for Brazil here. That's the second time that De La Cruz has been caught doing that, where he goes down but then tries to manufacture a foul on the other team. And he, I think, is just going to get called for a handball there because there was no foul that knocked him down. Endrick goes tumbling. The Brazilians are trying to sell it. Nandez now, he goes down, and that will be a foul against Brazil. Now Hitan Nandez in his 3rd Copa America, over 60 caps for Uruguay. Now playing his club soccer in Saudi Arabia. Brazil, the number 4 ranked team in the world. Uruguay right now, number 14, although they're playing like a number 1 or number 2. They have been as high as number 2 in their history. That was back in 2012, though. Celeste playing as well as any team in the world, really, at this particular point. And one of the favorites for this Copa America title. But they've got their hands full with Brazil here in this quarterfinal. No score, second half. So physical, non-stop. Chances at both ends. And the foul on Ugarte. This tournament's so important for Uruguay in the fact that they haven't won the Copa America in almost a decade and a half. And they have one of their top teams since their last win. For Brazil, they're looking at it as perhaps a turning point and a springboard to the next World Cup that will also be played here in the United States. They have not been at their best here over the last year or so. Now Aranya curls it in for Endrick, but was in an awkward spot, and the volley goes right to Rocher. And he goes right upfield for Nunez. In transition, Darwin Nunez fighting off Militao. But Militao wins the battle. Then the one-timer by Araujo is over the frame. Quick strike ability of Uruguay and Darwin Nunez. But Militao, one of the best defenders in the world, the strength to match someone of Nunez's capability. Darwin Nunez with 2 goals in the Copa America prior to this tournament. Had a hat trick in a friendly with Mexico in Denver just a few weeks ago. And had a goal in the last meeting that Uruguay had with Brazil in the World Cup qualifying process in South America last October, when Uruguay won 2-0. Just kept in by Rafinha. Oliveira there. Rafinha trying to spin away. Rafinha again. And that's a foul against Brazil and Bruno Guimarães. The native of Rio who plays at Newcastle, coming over from Lyon. The turn by De La Cruz, and he's manhandled and retaliates. Joao Gomez called for the foul. It seemed to be a tactical foul, and their handshake afterwards would indicate that. Almost a suplex. That's a poor pass. Now Rodrigo. And he's clipped from behind by De La Cruz. And a yellow card for Nicolas De La Cruz. Along with Nunez, had the other goal in the 2-0 win over Brazil in their last meeting. Has 2 assists here so far at this Copa America. And he commits back-to-back fouls here. One hour down and 30 minutes remaining. And if it ends this way at 0-0, we go straight to penalties to see who moves on to the semifinals and a meeting with Colombia in Charlotte, North Carolina. Brazil unbeaten in their last 7. Uruguay 1 loss in their last 11. But Brazil, the shakier of the two teams in terms of overall form. Uruguay has really been rolling. Brazil, though, prior to that unbeaten stretch of 7 in a row, had lost 3 consecutive games. And not at their best in the warm-up friendlies prior to this Copa America. They tied 1-1 with the United States in Orlando and just have been somewhat underwhelming overall. Not playing with the typical flair and style that we're used to. Not generating as much offense and certainly not scoring as many goals as a Brazil team typically does. And they're even more compromised here tonight with the absence of Vinicius Jr. He's missing this quarterfinal game because of yellow card accumulation. They are without Neymar because of a long-term injury. And so a lot of their top attacking talent is out specifically for tonight. They don't have a lot of genuine, reliable options going forward. This guy in the future could be Endrick. Loses possession there, but tries to win it back. Here is the 17-year-old. Ball got lost between his feet. And he's called for the foul. Endrick had the only goal in Brazil's 1-0 win over England this past March at Wembley. Had a goal against Mexico a few weeks ago in Denver. Now De La Cruz for Valverde. He lines it up. Hard to beat Allison from that distance. Fede Valverde, so accomplished at both club and international level. Over 60 caps for Uruguay. Has won La Liga and Champions League titles with Real Madrid. The pace slowing somewhat here as we get by the hour mark. Danilo goes high for the header. Marquinhos over the top of Nunez. Almost took the butt out. And that would no doubt require a stoppage in play, right? Rodrigo knocked out. And then the foul on Paquetá. Make that Gomez. Called for the infraction for Brazil. And a yellow on top of it. Joao Gomez, the 23-year-old from Rio who plays at Wolves, now in the book. One of the foul there on Nandez. And he just takes out Nandez instead. Gomez, good young promising player. Got his first cap with Brazil just this past March in that game against England that I was referring to, where Endrick got the only goal in the 1-0 win. Rodrigo misses on the back heel. Trying to use his pace, but cannot get around Ugarte. been a somewhat frustrating evening for the 17-year-old. A substitution coming up for Uruguay as Rodrigo Betancourt is going to come on. So Betancourt will replace De La Cruz. Third sub of the game for Uruguay. Brazil has still not made a change. Betancourt in his third Copa, playing for Tottenham after a spell with Juventus. Also Boca Juniors, over 60 caps for the Uruguayan national team. He's also been a member of 2 World Cup squads as well. The longer we go without a goal, the more the managers will be thinking about substitutions potentially that they would want for penalties right after the end of the 90 in regulation. Brazil with only 3 wins in their last 11 games. This would be a huge one. Perhaps the pivot point they need to turn their fortunes around. Also struggling in South American World Cup qualifying. Right now, just 1 place ahead of a playoff spot with 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. With more qualifying games coming up this fall, including against Uruguay. This is not what Brazil is used to, having to grind out results like this. Gomez carries into the box against 4 different defenders. Rafinha lays it back. Shot blocked. Paquetá then passes right into the lane of Palestri for Uruguay. Now, it's a race to it for Araujo against Militao. Militao grabbing Max Araujo. They play the advantage. Nunez on the turn, trying to hold it up with his strength. Facundo Palestri for Valverde. Now Oliveira out wide for Nandez. He wants to serve it in and just lofts it out of play instead. See many sustained sequences of passes and possession for either team in the final third here. Typically, the defending has been very aggressive and robust, and not allowing many chances or opportunities for the opposition to get set up. Foul on Jimenez. There is Vinicius Jr. right behind Joel Embiid. Some superstar power. Vinicius Jr. would be back for the semifinals if Brazil can make it past this stage. He's the type of decisive figure that Brazil really needs right now. No reliable, tested, proven goal-scoring threat. Again, with Neymar out, Vinny Jr. missing tonight, Brazil really is going to have to look far and wide to find that elusive goal. And Arana down here on the sideline for Brazil. Ooh, his finger is what is cut up. Stepped on or just landed awkwardly. 20 minutes left to go. Just 3 shots on target combined between these two teams so far. 2 for Brazil, 1 for Uruguay. Rodrigo cutting it in. Nunez tracking back. Rodrigo spinning between defenders. Then goes down. Gets hit in the face. Yellow card to Nandez. And with Rodrigo getting blasted in the face like that, it is going to be a free kick for Brazil here. Nandez can't believe it. Oh, but that's definitely a yellow, if not more. I'll tell you what, I mean, you could make the case for a red there. I mean, straight on the ankle, studs up like that. VAR can review that. And we are going to get a check. So the referee, Dario Herrera, is going to go over. That's what I was thinking. I mean, you can definitely make the case for a red. I wouldn't be surprised if he upgrades it. May not have been as intense, sliding him from behind, but with as dangerous as that is, you can certainly argue that that's a red card. And I'm not going to be shocked if Herrera changes it and gives him the red here. It's just such a pivotal point in such a huge match between two high-profile box office teams. You hate to have a red card be such a big factor in what could potentially be the outcome, but that does warrant it. If I'm the referee looking at the monitor there, I'm thinking red. Now, the way Jimenez is talking to him, it looks like it's just going to be status quo.
Luego de la revisión, observo que el jugador número 8 realiza una conducta violenta, un juego brusco grave. Voy, anulo la tarjeta amarilla, voy con tarjeta roja.
Oh, it is a red card. It is a red for Nandez. That's what I was suspecting. As I said, definitely worthy of a red card. I think the referee is making the right decision here. And Nandez is not going to get it changed no matter how much he pleads. Maybe saying that wasn't the intention, but now Uruguay really up against it. But so much time is ticking away here. So by the time they restart and have this free kick, over 5 minutes will have expired since play stopped with that foul. We've got a quarter of an hour left to go before penalties if we're tied. It'll be interesting to see how much of this is added back on at the end. If you're Uruguay, you're probably trying to milk this as much as possible and keep the clock moving before the free kick, because you can't imagine all of this will be added back on. So Brazil about 15 minutes worth of time with an extra man here in the second half of this quarterfinal round. 11 v 10 for Brazil, and a free kick to start things off. Hendrick and Rodrigo standing over it. Rodrigo for the second time into the wall with a free kick. Nunez will blast it forward. Valverde out to chase. Now Nunez. Dispossessed from behind by Joao Gomez and no call. So can Brazil capitalize with the extra man here in the final quarter hour of this final quarterfinal game of the Copa America? Danilo looping it over the top. First two substitutions of the game coming up for Brazil. It's going to be Douglas Luiz and Andreas Pereira. And De Arrascaeta and Varela coming on for Uruguay. So Palistri is out. Darwin Nunez is also going to be taken off. So Uruguay going into a much more defensive posture with Palistri and Nunez coming out of the game here. And at this point, Uruguay down a man the rest of the way is going to be playing for penalties. Maybe they will try to be opportunistic and selective in getting forward to try and score here in regulation, but for the most part, they're going to try and play this one conservatively and just get to a penalty shootout. Georgian De Arrascaeta, the 30-year-old who plays with Flamengo in Brazil, now in his fourth Copa America for Uruguay, and has had over 50 caps in 10 years with his national team. Rafinha for Brazil. Guillermo Arana. Paquetá. Sitting back in a low block, and Brazil probing, looking for an opening here. Trying to take inventory of the new shape and the new situation that this game has presented them, and trying to figure out the recipe to break down Uruguay now and get that elusive first goal of the game, and what could be the decisive strike here tonight in Las Vegas. Marquinhos stepping up. Now Guimaraes going down. Replay on. Rodrigo. And he had Rafinha going the other way. So Max Araujo will try to work it up the flank. De Arrascaeta muscled off of it. Paquetá. And now Danilo for Rafinha. Looking in the middle. Can't find Endrick as it's punched away by Rocher. 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Danilo trying to play it between the lines. Now Rafinha for Rodrigo. And a goal kick. And Brazil bringing on the full cavalry here. Andreas Pereira, Douglas Luiz, and Savinho. First three substitutions of the night for Brazil. Trying to go offensive here with some goal-scoring prowess. Douglas Luiz, the native of Rio, won Olympic gold with Brazil. Has played with Man City and Juventus. Andreas Pereira, the 22-year-old, with Fulham. And Rocher is down here, but the referee is not happy about it, I don't think. Well, he's pointing to his watch. He's going to add the time here. This could certainly be the gamesmanship that you don't like to see. Uruguay trying to stall. Hard to remove it from the game, though. At this rate, we should see stoppage time in the neighborhood of about 10 minutes. We probably won't because we rarely do. But you could make the argument that it's in that range. Tradecraft that is an unsavory aspect. He did collide with his own teammate, but how much is that a factor here? Rafinha with space. That'll be kept in at the end line. Savio appealing for the throw-in, but it belongs to Uruguay. They could really use that, man. Vinny Jr. right now. He'll be back for the semifinals, but he's nervous, just wondering if he'll get that chance. Uruguay has scored more goals and had more shots than any team in this tournament, but they have just one shot on goal here tonight. No goals in the game. Endrick spinning, Endrick shooting, and the save by Rocher. Looking for his third goal as a 17-year-old for Brazil. One of the main issues with Brazil over the last year or so, just a lack of goal-scoring touch and clinical, ruthless finishing in the final third. Not helped by the fact that Vinny Jr. is out tonight, Neymar is out long-term. They are up a man, but are they still going to find someone who can come through here in this high-pressure, high-leverage situation? Now Araujo taken down, free kick for Uruguay here with 5 minutes to go. Next up, it'll be Gabriel and Francisco Barbosa coming on for the Brazilians. Both managers thinking about penalties coming up, who they want in to take them. Looking more and more likely that that'll be the avenue in which we decide this game by. Araujo goes down, free kick Uruguay. Bruno Guimaraes called for the infraction. And Uruguay down to 10 men, but they've got a set piece in a pretty threatening spot in the Brazil end. And it's called on Pereira here, coming over the top. And now the substitutions. Gabriel Martinelli and Evan Nielsen are the two subs. Martinelli, the 23-year-old from Sao Paulo, who now plays at Arsenal. One Olympic gold with Brazil. Evan Nielsen and Martinelli on here in the final minutes of regulation. What a big free kick for Uruguay here. Fede Valverde lining it up. Takes a deflection and a corner kick with 3 minutes plus stoppage time remaining in Las Vegas. The wall has been very effective for both teams here on set pieces tonight. The Arrascaeta will deliver the corner for Uruguay, and certainly in no hurry. Valverde trying to reset. That's blocked, and Brazil looking to counter. Push from behind, and a free kick. Evan Nielsen just into the game and takes his first bite of the turf. And someone else down now. That's Pereira. Now, this doesn't do Brazil any good if he doesn't get up quickly, because they're running out of time. They want to play with the extra man. Oh, that's just weak. Weak. You're already getting the free kick. Now Aranya for Martinelli. Militao for Douglas Luiz. Now Pereira couldn't handle it. Gets shoved from behind. 1 minute left to go in regulation. But we should see a substantial amount of stoppage time added on. Nunez is done for the night. We should definitely be looking at north of 5 minutes. We will see shortly. Nandez going off with a straight red after a VAR review. So 11 v 10 in favor of Brazil here until the very end. And we will play exactly 5 extra minutes. In truth, more than that has bled off the clock, but that's what will be given. 5 minutes for Brazil to play with the extra man here against Uruguay. Roche easily out to cover. The 31-year-old keeper who actually plays in Brazil against a lot of these players. Luis Suarez, just a spectator here tonight. Suarez, the all-time leading goal scorer for Uruguay. Shots combined between these two teams, but only 4 on goal. Now, penalties have been so much a part of this Copa America and the Euros here in recent days. And it looks like we're staring down another penalty shootout to decide who moves on. Colombia awaits the winner in the Final Four on Wednesday night. Brazil still hoping to take advantage of the extra man here, but running out of time. Just over 3 minutes left. Uruguay content to let it be decided in the penalty shootout. Martinelli surveying for options. Aranya. This is where Brazil missed the likes of a Neymar, a Vinny Jr., someone with that cutting edge. That ability to find space, create, take someone off the dribble, and finish in front of goal. They just don't have that right now. Headed towards the middle, no one there. Brazil, the 9-time winners of the Copa America. Uruguay, a record-tying 15 championships. One of these two teams will get the opportunity to take a step further in pursuit of another title. But how will it be decided? 2 minutes left in stoppage time before penalties here in this 0-0 game. Quarterfinals in Las Vegas. Martinelli cutting in. His cross is blocked. Sao Paulo native trying to go quickly with the throw-in. Marquinhos will serve it towards the corner of the box. It comes down to Endrick. For Martinelli, over his head. Uruguay player down. And that is Matias Oliveira. 1 minute left to go. Again, no extra time at the end of the regulation 90 minutes. It's straight to penalties. In the Euros, they have the extra time in the quarterfinals, but not here at the Copa America. It's only in the final where they will play extras before PKs. Foul on Uruguay here, and that'll just about run the time down. Maybe one last chance for Brazil if they can hurry. For the third time in the 4 quarterfinal round games at the Copa America, the winner will be decided in a penalty shootout. 90 minutes in Las Vegas. Uruguay and Brazil, no score. And penalties coming up from Allegiant Stadium. Argentina and Ecuador was decided in a penalty shootout. Canada and Venezuela. And now Brazil and Uruguay. The only one that was decided in regulation, Colombia hammering Panama earlier today, 5-0 in Arizona. Now, not exactly what we expected. Just 4 shots on goal combined, 3 for Brazil, 1 for Uruguay. And now it comes down to the penalties. The psychological as well as the physical. Now so much a part of what comes next. Uruguay, the highest scoring team in the tournament, with 9 goals through their 3 group games, 50 total shots, but just 1 shot on goal here tonight. No goals in regulation. Brazil looking to beat Uruguay for the 5th time in the last 6 meetings. And the Brazilians unbeaten in their last 7. Uruguay unbeaten in 5 in a row, but only 1 loss in their last 11. Something's going to give here in the next few minutes. Uruguay has gone out in the quarterfinal round in 3 of their last 4 appearances in the Copa America. Brazil winning 2 Copas ago in 2019. Lost in the final in the most recent one when they hosted in 2021 to Argentina. Argentina and Canada will be the first semifinal on Tuesday in New Jersey. The second one will be a night later in Charlotte, North Carolina, and feature Colombia and the winner of this penalty shootout at Bank of America Stadium. For Brazil, they are hoping that it's a rematch of their most recent game, the final match of their group stage, when they tied Colombia prior to this quarterfinal matchup with Uruguay. So the stage set. And now we'll have the coin toss to decide the details. So they will shoot down at the end where Brazil has been shooting in the second half. Allison and Rocher. Clean sheets on the night. Now a little jostling here. Some animated conversation. Might have been trying to decide who's going to stand where at midfield. So could also be just trying to get in the heads of the opponents as well. All right, Fede Valverde, the Real Madrid player, will be up first. Referee Dario Herrera making sure the keepers understand the rules, the situation, what they are allowed to do and what they can't do. Fede Valverde in his third Copa America. 1 goal in this year's tournament, over 60 caps for Uruguay. He's won just about everything with Real Madrid, La Liga, the Champions League. Taking the first penalty of this quarterfinal round game here in Las Vegas. Well struck. When you hit it with pace in the side netting, it's just about unstoppable. And that's the perfect penalty. When you can place it with precision and pace like that, even when the keeper guesses right, if you can still score, that's the way you take a penalty at the elite level. Militao will try to answer for Brazil. His teammate with Real Madrid just scored. Militao will try to respond. Like Valverde before him, also in his third Copa America. The native of Sao Paulo to put Brazil on the board. And it's saved by Rocher. Guessing right. Got a good spring off the turf. Maybe not as much to the corner as he would have liked. That's what Valverde did so well. He found the side netting. And Militao just left too much of the ball in the center of the net. So now they're going to need some help from Allison. Without a miss from Uruguay. Betancourt, who came on as a second-half sub. The Tottenham player. Just so quick. Allison basically doesn't have a chance to get to it because he runs up so quickly. He didn't stutter step the way that Militao did. He just went after it. And now Andreas Pereira, the 22-year-old from Fulham, who's been with Flamengo and Manchester United. It's still early, but this is a big penalty for Brazil after missing their first. And the stutter step got Rocher leaning, disrupting the rhythm. And Brazil gets their first make of the penalty sequence. Third round, and it'll be Georgian Diarra-Scariete, the veteran, in his fourth Copa America. Over 50 caps in 10 years with Uruguay. The Flamengo player to keep Uruguay on top. Oh, and he goes up top. Allison guessed right. It takes a lot of nerve to try and roof it like that, but that was a confident strike. 3 good ones from Uruguay, and they have the lead on Brazil. So easy to hit that one over the bar. Vinny Jr. can't bear to watch. He may not get another moment in the Copa America. Suspended for this game. He would be back for the semis, but Brazil hanging by a thread in their hopes to get there. Douglas Luiz now against Rocher. For Brazil, and Uruguay is on the doorstep of the semifinals. For what it's worth, both Militao and Ruiz, or I should say Militao and Douglas Luiz, had a similar run-up, that stutter step before they approached the ball. And now Uruguay, with this shot here, can win it. Jimenez, the sub, to send Uruguay to the semifinal round. Allison comes up huge! First save for Brazil! The Brazilians have life. Uruguay still ahead by 1. But Brazil need this. With a miss, it's over and Uruguay advances. Gabriel Martinelli, the native of Sao Paulo who plays with Arsenal. He has all the pressure. Power and placement. Uruguay can still win it with a shot from Ugarte, the 23-year-old from PSG. Pressure mounting, but this can be the shot that delivers Uruguay into the semis. Uruguay is into the Final Four at the Copa America. Will be Uruguay and Colombia on Wednesday night in Charlotte, North Carolina. Brazil bows out in the quarterfinal round. And Uruguay with their toughest test yet. But but they remain unbeaten here in this Copa America. And now unbeaten in 6 in a row in all competitions. And keeping their hope alive for what would be a record 16th Copa America title. Currently tied all time for the most with Argentina at 15, and it is definitely possible that those two could meet in the final a week from tomorrow night in Miami. The misses for Brazil by Militao and Luiz. Uruguay has to be breathing a sigh of relief. A team that has had more shots and more goals than any other in this tournament had only 1 shot on target here tonight, failing to score in regulation for the first time. But yet, against a tough opponent like Brazil, they find their way through and into the semifinal round.
Feels so unsure. Didn't we deserve more? The burden that you left is way too heavy for me. Do you ever feel like the world would die out? My anxieties off the roof, I cry out. We have gone too far, take me back right now. I see fire burning, but I close my eyes. I'd rather deny everything is falling out of place. I see trees ripped